Welcome back, Golden Bull fans, for another exciting edition of the Golden Bull Sports Review. I'm Aurelia Washington, Sports Information Director here at Johnson C. Smith University. This past weekend, basketball and track and field were in action. As for the track team, they traveled to New York to participate in the HBCU Showcase presented by Nike. The women's 4x4, which consisted of Abigail Wicks, Gabrielle May, Paris Brown, and Janiyah Barnes, placed second with an overall time of 3 minutes 50 seconds, .14, a time that met the NCAA Division II standard. For the men's junior, JaVale Granville led the Golden Bulls in the 60-meter hurdles final, placing fifth overall with a time of 8.08 seconds, an NCAA Division II qualifying mark. His teammate Amonte Ray followed closely behind, finishing sixth in 8.15 after advancing from the preliminaries earlier in that day. The women's bowling team is hosting the CIAA Bowling Event 2 this weekend. It'll be held at the Stars and Strikes Bowling Alley in Rock Hill, South Carolina on Friday, January 23rd through Sunday, January 25th, starting at 10 a.m. on Friday and on Saturday at 4:30 p.m. and on Sunday, pending on the weather, at 8:30 a.m. I recently interviewed two bowling athletes to talk about the bowling tournament. Welcome back. I am joined by women's bowling player Morgan Peace. Morgan,
Hi.
Welcome for joining us.
Hi.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. It's a good day outside.
Good. You know, this weekend bowling is hosting a home bowling match. Kind of talk about that.
Yes, we're hosting it in South Carolina, Rock Hill. It's about 30 minutes away. It's going to be our first time hosting for a minute. Hopefully it doesn't snow this weekend because a lot of our competitors are from Virginia. So if it snows, you might not be able to do it, but I don't think it's going to.
Now, you're a freshman.
Yes.
Now, you all participated back in November. Now, kind of talk about your experience being a freshman, your first time playing collegiate bowling.
It was a little nerve-wracking. Like, I was told I was going to be bowling all day, but, like, when they say bowling all day, it's, like, 8 to 5. But I feel like I did better than I thought I would. It was just a little nervous. I was a little nervous.
Now, what's your, kind of your pinfall total? 300 every time?
Oh, that's a lot. Not 300 every time. Usually, like, I go around 130, 140, or I'll say anywhere between 140 and 120.
Now, you and your teammates, I know bowling, practice-wise, getting with your teammates, most time people don't know about, what's bowling like. Kind of talk about what's the ideal type practice, for bowling and or a game type situation for bowling.
I would say an ideal practice is, well, first of all, I would say we mesh well as a team. So, like, meshing well as a team, we joke a lot, even though we're being serious about actually bowling. We go together well, but then, like, score-wise, all of us getting, like, over 115 on the first game is the ideal. Might not happen every time, but it's the ideal, and after each game at practice, you should be going up in your score. And then I would say game-wise, it's different for every person. Like, we try to set standards for each individual. So I would say as long as you're meeting, like, your score, like, one game I had to make sure I had over 130. So I would say just meeting your score as an individual so you can come together as a team.
Now, is there any tricks of the trades to, take the ball down the lane?
I think for me, I try to focus on it, but, like, I also zone out. So I don't overthink too much. If I overthink too much, the ball's going in the gutter.
Okay. Well, Morgan, I want to thank you for joining us. Now, this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in Rock Hill, South Carolina, Stars and Strikes. For all the information for the bowling team this weekend, make sure you log on to our website. Morgan, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Now on to basketball. Let's take a look at the women's CIAA standings this week. In the Northern Division, Virginia State and Bluefield State are at the top spot with big games on Wednesday as Virginia State takes on Bowie State in Ettrick and Bluefield State hosts the Panthers. Both Lincoln and Elizabeth City State looks to get in the win column as both teams will meet up on Wednesday. In the Southern Division, Winston-Salem State and Fayetteville State are both 1-0. And taking a look at the rest of the standings, Shaw and Smith will meet up tomorrow in Brayboy Gym. But who will pick up their first division win against Shaw and Johnson C. Smith? All right, even though it's early, let's take a look at the men's standing in the conference. Virginia Union and Bluefield State are at the top, while Bowie and Elizabeth City State round at the bottom of the field. In the Southern Division, it's a three-way tie as Claflin, Fayetteville State, and Shaw have 1-0 records. JCSU will meet Shaw on Wednesday and take on rival Livingstone on Saturday. On the men's side, I recently caught up with head coach Antoine Banks to talk about the upcoming game at home with Shaw and on the road with rival Livingstone College on Saturday. I am here with head coach Antoine Banks. Coach Banks, you are facing Shaw University on Wednesday. Let's talk about Shaw on Wednesday.
Shaw's coming in with a 12-4 record. They won 2 out of the last 3. Could be 3 in a row as they lost one game to Bowie by 1 point. So another tough CIAA game coming in where they're going to be scrappy, they're going to be physical, they're going to be flying around. We got to show some more discipline within the half-court set, valuing each possession. Here lately, we've let some possessions get away from us that have came up and cost us late in the game. So right now, we got to be a little bit more poised. We got to stay together, locked in for 40 minutes. And then the main thing is just discipline and possession awareness to where let's take the best available shot each possession and let's not get caught up with the game of runs and some possessions that we can't get back.
Now, Coach, you've been at home almost for the whole month of January, and now you're about to face your tough test against your rival, Livingstone College, on Saturday. Talk about that rivalry game.
Rival game. You throw the records out the window. It's going to be a hostile environment. It's going to be a game that both teams are going to be ready to play. Going into a hostile environment where they won 3 out of 4, so they're playing good basketball right now. We're trying to turn the tide to play better basketball. So we're going in knowing they're going to be locked in, ready to go. We're going to, worry about Shaw first tomorrow, and then we'll get into the Livingstone scout and what we need to do to execute down the stretch, take care of them. But 2 tough must-win games this week. We've been right there and came up short. And trying to clean up some things with a couple days of practice that we've had and try to put us in the best position to win these next 2 games.
All right. Thank you, Coach. That's it for this week's edition of the Golden Bull Sports Review. See you next week.